This video is brought to you by Hobby Lobby. Okay, crafty friends, we're going to Hobby Lobby because the spring shop is open. The vibrant colors, all the things for home is so amazing this year. Make sure to go to Hobby Lobby and check it out. Would you look at those little cowgirl boots? Absolutely stunning. But let's get to work. Let's make this wreath, and it's all going to start with this basket that you can hang on the wall. Then I'm going to go to the greenery and I'm going to grab this greenery garland. Listen, 40% off of $13.99. Thank you, and that'll do. And then don't forget the flowers. The flowers are 40% off, and we are going to make a beautiful spring to summer wreath. Not only one tutorial, but two, and you can't forget the ribbon. So let's get to crafting. Found this wall basket. I knew that we had to use it, and I love the scalloped edges. I love how beautiful it was and how it had little hangers already. Then I got some of this jute covered wire, and this is that garland. We only need one, and it just is a perfect price. $13.99 with 40% off. You can't do better than that. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to arrange this in such a way to make it look like a wreath. We're going to put this on our basket here, but we are not going to glue this down. That's very important in this step, okay? If I went back to do this again, I would have probably cut these wires that I'm showing you to cut a little bit longer. One of them I cut a little too short, but that's okay. My mistake is your reward, and that way you won't make the same mistake. But you could also use some greenery wire as well from Hobby Lobby. Really, whatever you want to use is fine. Now keep in mind, we are going to connect our flowers with this wire as well, and it's just going to make it a really easy transition from a spring to a summer wreath. And you'll be thanking me that you didn't use a lot of hot glue in this. When you do that, that's what makes it so much fun. And you're going to do this around the whole wreath. Only if my hands could move this fast, right? We would be amazing at making crafts. Then I got some of this really pretty greenery. Now this is the greenery that is all the rage on social media. If you haven't seen this type of greenery, I'm surprised. I'm shocked because everywhere and every group on social media are using this particular greenery. And whenever I go to Hobby Lobby, if I see it, I buy it. So we're gonna just clip it and make it smaller pieces. And this is where I am gonna use a little bit of hot glue. Now, the reason why I'm gonna do this part is because I'm gonna make sure that I leave this greenery on our wreath. It's not going anywhere. So this is where I feel like it's safe to use, and it makes it a little bit easier. If you want, get a little bit more greenery wire and you can attach it that way as well. Make sure to keep in mind that Hobby Lobby has a lot of greenery options. So if you don't love the ones that I chose here, you know you can get it from Hobby Lobby. So that's what I love about Hobby Lobby. There's so many options, and I keep the greenery pretty much standard. Even if I don't have it for a project, I have it on hand so that I can add it to a project. That's how much I love this. So once you go around the whole wreath and you're comfortable with as many pieces of the greenery that you want, you're going to fill in the gaps here and there. But listen, have fun with it. Then I got these yellow and purple flowers, and these are really long stems, and we're just going to cut the different stems. I used 2 branches of each. And we're going to use those wires that we inserted through the basket to help put it on the wreath. Now, here's the one thing that I'm going to do. If you're watching me really closely, I'm not twisting those wires yet because we're going to come back with the yellow flowers, and this way we're not adding any glue, and this way we can take this off very easily. Now, nothing says spring flower wreath or anything spring to me more than this lavender color and yellow, and then of course white tulips. I think that just exudes springtime to me, and I just love how everything is fresh and new. So we're going to cut all the little branches off of this flower pick as well. We did 2 of these, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to keep adding it into our wreath. Now this is when I am going to twist those wires that we had previously put in the basket, and we're going to secure them. Now here's another little tip. Once I secure them, I make sure that I'm pulling out the different little flowers, as you can see I'm doing right there, to make sure it looks a little bit more organic. and it's not just tied down to one certain spot in your wreath. So once you have all your flowers secured and you're ready to go to the next step, and the next step are these beautiful tulips. Now, I did take these tulips and take them apart because the little wire that we're kind of forcing down into the basket is a very skinny wire, and it made this job really easy. Now, I'm not using any glue, and I'm going to show you why I didn't use any glue here in a moment, because we're going to be able to make sure these are secured without any glue and without any wire. It's pretty cool how this ends up being. So once you put all your tulips in your wreath, we're going to flip this over and we're going to secure those wires. Now, I did use 2 bunches of the tulips, but guess what? Hobby Lobby has so many flowers to choose from. If daffodils are your favorite, daisies are your favorite, they've got you covered, so don't worry about that. Now, how are we going to secure this? Well, we're going to flip it over, and these little wires, I'm just going to push back into the wreath basket itself. Easy. Then we have a few little pieces here and there that we do need to cover because it was the greenery. So I took some of my felt that I get at Hobby Lobby, and you can do one of 2 things. You can cut some pieces of felt and then glue it over the little tips that might scratch your wall or your door, and we don't want to do that. Or you could even just put a little bit of a drop of hot glue on the back of one of those stems, like I just did there, and just let it dry. It'll be just fine. And that's how you're going to protect the back of your wreath. And you guys knew I wasn't going to get away without doing a bow, right? We're going to do a very simple bow with the satin ribbon. It does have wire in it. And you're just going to take about, I would say about an 8-inch loop, and you're going to come back to the middle. And here is the key. You're going to twist your ribbon in the middle. And we're going to do 2 loops on each side. And then I'm going to take some of that jute covered wire and we're going to put it on the center of this bow. Now, do you want a bow? It's up to you. You can make the decision. Remember, this wreath is yours and you're going to coordinate it to your likes and your colors. And that's what's so special about the spring and home decor and the floral decor. I just love it. And I love to go when it's 40% off. So we're going to add this same wire that we use for our wreath. We're going to twist it and then we're going to put it on our wreath. For me, I'm going to put it at the top of the wreath for this flower. And I just think it will be really pretty and I love how it comes together. But if you are challenged in the bow area, don't be challenged. No more. You can always watch some of my videos on how to make bows, but we always make a bow when we make something for Hobby Lobby. So let's put this on the wreath and we will finish it off. But quite honestly, it would look beautiful without it as well. So once you're ready, put that bow on your wreath. You're going to just take the wire and run it through the basket. You could do this at the bottom at like the 6 o'clock hour, but I'm doing it at the 12 o'clock hour. And it just really makes it beautiful. I just love the yellow. But isn't that pretty? I always cut my ribbons either at an angle or a dovetail. And now we have a beautiful spring wreath. Isn't that pretty? I just love the way it looks. Let's turn the spring wreath to a summer wreath with a few easy steps that I think you're going to be surprised. So the first thing we got to do, we got to take all that other stuff off. And since we didn't glue any of those flowers down, it's going to be pretty easy to take off. Once we get that done, I'm going to grab a little bit of this green wire. We're going to use probably 5 or 6 of these in the rest of the wreath. We're going to put it through the basket because we're not going to be putting longer stems. We're going to be putting shorter stems of this really fun yellow, blue, white, and red florals. So we're just going to cut these little florals and we're going to connect them with the greenery. And like here, you're seeing me unwrap the existing wire that we use with the jute covered. And we are going to just put it around the wreath. So this is pretty much, I put about 2 of these little flowers in each one and it was perfect. And if you caught the beginning, you saw this adorable sign. So I saw this sign at Hobby Lobby and thought, nothing says summer more than watermelon and a picnic. And that's what this wreath reminds me of. So we're going to take a really long, heavy duty zip tie, and we are going to staple it on the back of our sign. We're going to do 2 of these. And then I put a little bit of hot glue just to help secure it a little bit more, and then let that dry. Then we're going to run this through the basket itself, and we're going to, when you adhere it to the zip tie, you're going to not, here's the thing, do not pull that zip tie all the way. You're going to balance it out by doing a little bit on the top and a little bit on the bottom. And this way you will have a very balanced look with this sign. Isn't that adorable? It is so cute. I love the way that this reminds me of a summer picnic. And I think it's super cute. You're going to clip off those zip ties, and now we're going to get out some really cute ribbon. You saw me get the red and white ribbon, but I also got this green and white ribbon. And this is where we're going to use those scalloped edges of our basket, and we're going to weave through the ribbon. And it's going to give it a little extra pizzazz. And I think of a picnic blanket tablecloth when I look at this ribbon. So I just went through and weaved it through the scallop just to give it a little bit more dimension and to kind of take advantage of that beautiful shape. And I just think it looks beautiful. You're going to pull some excess ribbon like I'm doing right here so that you don't run out of ribbon at the end, because this is how we're going to hang this wreath as well. So it's really, I love how this turned out, and it's really fun in the end. So once you get to the end, you're going to have enough left over that you're going to cut about, I would say, 16 inches above the wreath. I'm going to gather it, and then I'm going to actually make a loop over where my thumbs are, and I'm going to take a zip tie and secure it. And this is where we're going to be able to hang our wreath, and we're going to take a zip tie, secure that part, but we're still not done. We still have a little bit more to do here. And once you have that secured, I'm going to have you get out this other green ribbon that matches it, but it's probably like, I don't know, 1/2 inch, maybe even less, and we're going to wrap it around that zip tie. I just took enough to make a simple knot here. You could make a little bow, but I'm going to save the bow for the red and white ribbon here in a moment. I just wanted to add a little bit of whimsy with this really cute ribbon. Then you're just going to take about 1/2 yard of your next ribbon. Now this red and white ribbon actually had wire in it, so I really like that fact. And we're going to cross this in such a way that it makes for a really simple and easy bow. And then you're going to gather it in the middle and take a pipe cleaner, a wire, even a piece of jute would work here. And you're going to secure the little bow and twist it in the back. Now, we're not done yet. We're going to take a little bit more of that green ribbon that we used at the very top, and we're just going to accent this little bow. It's super cute. We're going to put the little angles on our ribbon because, we have to finish it off. It can't be just left. And then I'm going to take some of that green ribbon, and we're just going to tie like a slip knot on the back. I took off the excess pieces of the Chanel stem because I'm going to show you how we put it on the wreath. We're not going to need it, but we're going to glue it onto the corner of our sign. I just wanted a little bit of a bow, not a big, fancy jewelry bow, but just enough to just top this wreath off. And I think this turned out so cute. I'm really excited to put it on my door. Let me encourage you to go to Hobby Lobby. Check out the spring shop. There is more than just crafting. There's so much home decor. And Hobby Lobby, thanks for sponsoring another video here on Julie's Wreath Boutique. Make sure to subscribe and watch this playlist of all of my Hobby Lobby videos. And we'll be back next week with a brand new video so we can craft together. See you then. Bye-bye.